Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, I'm ready. No. Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School Boys Soccer. Welcome to Senior Night from Piscini Stadium on the beautiful Franklin High campus as the Franklin High Panthers, with a record of 10-3-1, take on Big Blue of Attleboro, who will be coming into town with a record of 4-7-3. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce. Working alongside our producer, our director, our camera operator tonight, Chris Leverone. 15 seniors take center stage for Coach Nick Goldman and the Franklin High Panthers. He can only start 10, so some of them will have to hold off, and all seniors will be in the starting lineup for Franklin. The Franklin High Panthers are on a roll. They've won 6 in a row, and they've increased their mark to 10-3-1, 10-2-1 in the Hawk. Currently, the Franklin High Panthers are ranked number 27 in the state. For Attleboro, kind of an up-and-down season. They started slow, but they're coming on strong. In their last 5 games, only 1 loss, 3 wins, and 1 tie, and they played Franklin very tough back on September 23rd at Attleboro. Franklin won it by the score of 1-0, game that could have gone either way, according to Attleboro coach Peter Pereira, who's been coaching at Big Blue since 1983. For Coach Nick Golden in his first year at the helm, he's excited about his seniors. He feels they've grown a lot. They've been tremendous leaders on and off the field, and he feels he's just been a pleasure being their coach. We'll talk more about each individual senior as the night goes on, but first we're going to give you the starting lineups for Attleboro. They will start in goal, a junior, Keegan Gray. They will also start the following: Yorian Esteban, a midfielder; Jaden Beland, a defender; Aiden Shields, a defender; Jonas Marks, midfielder; Mason Privé, a midfielder; Isa Marico, a midfielder; Lucas Pereira, a midfielder; Imusiri Akpor Honor, a forward; and Christian Tikas, a midfielder; and Coven Jimmy Thomas, a forward, and he's a great player. For Franklin, the starting lineup, all seniors: Nick Francisco in goal, Jimmy Hopkins, Danny Reese, Jake Lorenzo, Alex Connell, Matthew Honekamp, Garrett Scagliarini, Alex Solaris, Richie Popovic, Aiden Klein, and Jabril Brahimi. The officials for today's game are Rick Scafati and Eric Gomes. Franklin in the home blue with white numerals and pink stockings for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Attleboro in white. We're underway. Franklin sends it upfield out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming for Attleboro. Franklin with a bunch of shutouts this season. They've had 7 shutouts, and they've been red hot here, winning 6 games in a row. And their goalkeeper to start is Nick Francisco, obviously one of the seniors, all starting seniors for Franklin here tonight. Franklin with 15 seniors. A long punt out to midfield. Kicked around and punched forward. Danny Reese with it. He's going to send it back to the back line, covered there by the goalkeeper, who has to kick it. And he will be looking out on the attacking Big Blue Bombardiers. Franklin trying to clear the zone, and they get it over to Connell. Connell and a whistle and a violation here. And they're going to have a throw-in coming for Attleboro. 2 40-minute halves here from Piscini Stadium on senior night. Nice festivities before the game. The seniors were honored. Team also honored trainer Jen Edmonds and athletic director Kara Ellis. In front, Franklin clears it away. That was headed for Thomas. Thomas, who coached Nick Goldman, says should be a football player. He is a huge man out on the field for Attleboro. He wears number 23. Still in the first 2 minutes of this game on a gorgeous night. Game time temperature was 68 degrees. Unbelievable for this time in the fall. Reese sends it backwards and out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming in the far side for Attleboro. Franklin, the number 27 ranked team in the latest MIAA rankings, just out this morning. A throw-in all the way in front, and what a great play by Francisco. He got to the ball just before an oncoming forward was able to get to it. Francisco, he jarred the goal off its stanchion. What a nice heads-up play by Nick Francisco. Throw in, kicked right in front, off to the side. And now Franklin tries to start it out, and they do with Honekamp, the captain. Nick finds a player in the middle, give and go. It's out of bounds, and Franklin will have it further upfield. Nick Honekamp will try to drop in little tidbits, according to Coach Nick Goldman, about his seniors. On Honekamp, he said, he's a leader on the field, Nick Honekamp. More comments throughout the telecast on each of the seniors before the night is over. Ball is turned over, and Attleboro clears it to midfield. Coming out with it for Attleboro is Christian Tikas. Wide open play right now. And now it's going to be turned over. Franklin with the steal, with some pace at midfield. They drop it back. Franklin battling for it. Ball is tipped around in there. Franklin back to cover it. Hustling for the ball is Jabril Brahimi, but it's cleared out by Attleboro. Franklin takes it out of their defensive line. To midfield. I'd say so far Attleboro has had the territorial advantage as Richie Popovic tries to get it going. Up in front with some space. Coming through is Jabril Brahimi. Franklin in the corner. Heavy traffic there. Franklin still trying to control it. In front, the ball is shot wide to the right side of the goal as we look at it. And it'll be a goal kick coming for Attleboro. Their goalkeeper is Keegan Gray, a junior. And he tees it up. Driving kick by Gray. Almost to midfield. Panthers are on it. Chipped forward by Garrett Scagliarini. He's a commit to Endicott College, where his coach graduated from, Nick Goldman. Ball is kicked inbounds, and Franklin will have it. They'll go back to Francisco. He must kick it, and he does. On the left side for Popovic. He goes down on the rush by Christian Tikas. He still holds. Now he loses it to Scagliarini. Garrett ahead too strong for Brahimi and taken back by Attleboro. Brahimi covering it. Back and forth we go. Brahimi gets a leg in there and steals the ball. What a nice play. But to Attleboro, Big Blue, and they're going to send one all the way in. And in front all alone. And the goal. The goalkeeper came out of position, and the goal was registered by Attleboro. Francisco wasn't quite sure what to do. He came out of goal, and the ball was loose, and it was punched home by Emusiri Akbar Anor. There's your first goal of the game. 1-0, Attleboro. Goal comes at 34:30. Akbar Anor. He is a senior forward. He was just hanging on the goal. With the goalkeeper gone, he just punched it home. 1-0, Big Blue with the lead. The final score last game was 1-0. Franklin on top. Play back in. Franklin right now will have to play from behind. Ball will be put in play on the throw-in by Attleboro. Player goes down hard, Reese, and he's fouled on the play. Free kick for Franklin. Panthers started out. Left side, it comes to Alex Connell. In the game now is Will McCauley, a sophomore. Franklin with a rush up the right wing. Get it to Scagliarini. He can't quite unload. And the ball comes out, kept in by the Panthers. Honekamp can't get it and is hit out of bounds by Attleboro. Franklin will have it in the offensive zone. 1-0 early on in this first half. Richie Popovic will come out, and coming into the game for Franklin at this point is going to be Luke Georges, and he'll have the throw-in for Franklin. He gets it deep. Nice throw-in. Back for Scagliarini. Back in front. Franklin tries to work it there. Can't get a clear handle on it. It is kicked beyond midfield by Big Blue. Georges out of bounds. It'll be lost. It'll go over to Attleboro. 1-0. 7.5 minutes into the game. Georges with a good header. Tended there for Connor Mason. Connor in the game now. Long ball on the right side. Franklin there, holding. Now it's taken back, kicked out, but not all the way out. And Attleboro will start out. Good speed by Attleboro's Lucas Pereira, the senior. Franklin tips it forward. Scagliarini feeds Herndon. Wyatt, he's going to blast one. A save. A beautiful save by Gray on the blast by Wyatt Herndon. Herndon had a difficult angle, but he put one on goal, and Gray made the nice stop. And this is going to result in a corner. So it goes off their own back line, and Franklin will have the first corner. Matt Honekamp has the honor. Honekamp has it teed up in that far left corner. The wall deep on the left side. Subs coming in, so momentary delay for the corner kick. The first one of the game. Honekamp. In front is Scagliarini. Here comes Matt. Hands down, and he delivers it. Right in front, a hard driving kick. Comes out, stopped there by Georges. Makes a nice move to get by one, gets by two. Now it's controlled by Thomas. He is a huge man, and he kicks it out. Franklin will have it. Again, the officials Rick Scafati and Eric Gomes. Throw-in coming for Georges. He can rifle it down, boot it in the air. Brahimi tries to get to it, and he does. Here's Brahimi. He's going to unload. It's just wide to the left. A nice try there by Jabril Brahimi to try to equalize the game, but his shot was off target, and it'll be a goal kick coming back for Attleboro. Not many games left on the Franklin schedule. This is the second to the last Hawk game, and then Franklin will be at home. Franklin will be on the road next week on the 28th at Sharon, and they'll close out the regular season on October 29th at 6 o'clock against St. John's of Shrewsbury. That should be a great game. Here's the goal kick for Attleboro. He's got a strong leg, does Keegan Gray. Jason Prowenka will get back to his goalkeeper, Francisco. Nick drops it short on the right side. Franklin tries to take it up to Brahimi. Stolen. And here comes Big Blue with some numbers. It's taken back by Franklin. Scagliarini chips it to Honekamp. Out to the middle. Taken back by Jurjen Esteban. Franklin Scagliarini steals it. Back to Garrett. He punches it forward, but a header by Attleboro. Herndon defending, and he wins the ball for the Panthers to Danny Reese, who will throw it in. Honekamp gets by one. Matthew on the left leg couldn't get through to Proenka, and it's cleared back. Connell for Matthew Honekamp again. Rather, that was Jake Lorenzo who had that clear. Honekamp drops it for Georges. Stolen. Here comes Big Blue. Hesitation move. Good speed on the right side. Real good speed. There's the centering ball right in front to a player. Blocked on a beautiful block there. The rebound shot is wide. A tremendous block by Franklin. I believe that block was registered by Will McCauley. We stay 1-0. Attleboro with the lead. What great speed shown by Drew Ribeiro in setting that opportunity up for Attleboro. Franklin with a long kick out of their goal line. Attleboro was strong and they're fast. This is Christian Tikas. Sets it up on the left side. Ball spins through. Franklin has it. They start out in front of the Attleboro bench. Georges controlling it. Rather with it there was Connor Mason. Now it goes back to Attleboro. Driving pass on the left wing. Francisco comes out to knock it away. Drew Ribeiro with great speed, but Francisco came out and just zipped it out of bounds. We stay at 1-0. Attleboro with the lead on senior night. Throw in coming for Attleboro. Long run up. They have some big players on that forward line. Franklin just couldn't get it past that defender at midfield. They would have some space. And that's offside against Attleboro. Franklin will have the free kick deep in their own territory. Looking at some of the other comments Coach made about his seniors, Jimmy Hopkins said he's a hard worker. He's embraced his role. He works very hard at practice. The type of player you want on a team. Turned over. Chased in the corner, and Lorenzo will guard it, and it'll go out of bounds, and Franklin will have the throw in. For Nick Francisco, who's the starting goalkeeper, he said a good teammate. He's been a starter for most of the year, and he and his backup, Casey Flynn, have been great support mechanisms for one another, and he's loved to see that in his two goalkeepers. With it here is Wyatt Herndon. Over to Luke Georges. Player goes down. That's going to be a foul. Attleboro very physical. And taking the hit was Luke Georges. Now Honekamp will have it teed up. Inside midfield for Matthew Honekamp. 25 minutes to go. We played 15 here in the first half. Captain Matthew Honekamp. Other captains are Garrett Scagliarini and Wyatt Herndon. Honekamp blasts one all the way through. He's got a chance, and the goal! Oh, tremendous goal by Franklin. We'll try to get that goal scorer. Franklin ties it. Still trying to identify that goal scorer. And it was Garrett Scagliarini. Scagliarini ties it at 24:46. Garrett Scagliarini. Beautiful setup by Honekamp. He sent it all the way through, and Scagliarini was on the doorstep, and he knocked it home. But the key was Honekamp's delivery of about a 45-yard pass. Here's Thomas. He blasts one on the left side. Franklin takes it back. Danny Reese. Coach said of Danny Reese, he's the player who's grown the most on the team, from 5th in his position to number 1 in his position. Danny Reese. Here's the ball leading for a would-be attacker for Franklin, but it's turned back. It's going to be covered out of bounds, and Franklin will have the throw-in for Luke Georges. Georges goes short. Honekamp back to Proenka. Jason takes a bump, carries it through, gets a push. And let's see what they're going to call here. A heavy push by Thomas. He is a big man, and he just whacked down Proenka. Franklin will have the free kick. The official talking to Thomas. Wow, that's a big man who hit Proenka. And Honekamp will have the free kick for the Panthers. He just had a beautiful assist on the Scagliarini goal. Honekamp, what will he do? He's got players on the right side, or will he go for the goal? Here comes Matthew. He's going short. In front, is kicked around. The rebound, it's in heavy traffic. Franklin tries to keep it in, and they cannot. But a good attempt, some good pressure by the Panthers. Honekamp has set up 2 opportunities. One was cashed in. Here's Andre Masagia, who boots it forward. Franklin now with some territorial advantage. They send it out deep. Danny Reese. Cleared downfield. And Franklin does a nice spin move, but they kick it inbounds. They do save it. Little short kick by Masagia. Franklin holding their positions well. Ball is kicked out of bounds, and Franklin will have it. Throw in there. It's blocked. And Franklin covers it. Proenka tries to settle it down. He kicks it back. On the left side, nice give and go for Georges, for Proenka. Proenka, and now is taken back by Big Blue. Being chased down here by Aiden Klein. Klein, the senior. Coach said he's resilient. He has shown up every day and a great teammate. Resilient was the key feature of Aiden Klein from Coach. Here's a ball on goal, and it's picked up on a couple of bounces by Keegan Gray. On the left-footed boot there by Franklin. With that delivery was Jason Proenka. So a goal kick coming, is sent out to midfield. A high boot, big bounce. Franklin heads it. Settled down by Scagliarini. Dropped back from Masagia. Franklin at midfield, still operating in the back line. Scagliarini gets it forward, but Attleboro is right there to stop the advance. Franklin steals it at midfield, right at the 50. Honekamp dribbles forward, gets a pass up, give and go, back on the right side, and nobody home, and it's cleared out by Attleboro. They try to find a player out deep. That is Ormandy. Now it's controlled by Jonas Marks. 21 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first half. We're tied at 1. Scagliarini chips it forward. This is Marks controlling it. Jonas Marks. Marks goes down. What are they going to say here? Throw in coming for Attleboro. So we're under 21 minutes to go in the first half, tied at 1. On the left side is Prowenka. He tries to get ahead of everybody. He can't quite clear the last. Now he's got some spaces, booted out on a block by a would-be defender. What a block there. What a block by Jorgen Esteban. And a player goes down for Attleboro. Esteban blocked the advanced shot by Prowenka. Prowenka finally cleared the last defender, got a shot off, and all of a sudden, sort of out of nowhere, was Jorgen Esteban, the senior midfielder who made the block on the trying for the lead goal for Franklin off the left leg of Jason Prowenka. And a whistle and a timeout for an injury. Trainer Jen out there to attend to this player from Attleboro. We believe it is Aiden Shields, a starting defender, a junior. He's down. It looks like a cramp in his right leg. Trainer Jen attending to that. While that takes place, we'll give you a rundown on the latest MIAA rankings for the major teams in Franklin. Boys soccer, the team you're watching right now, they're ranked number 27, and the lead team in number 1 slot is Newton South. Field hockey, they're number 4. The lead team is Lincoln Sudbury at number 1. Football has climbed to number 6. The lead team is BC High, number 1. Girls soccer, they're number 19. In number 1 position is Natick High. In volleyball, girls here, it's Franklin in number 5 slot, and that division is headed up in Division 1 by Newton North. So there's your rundown on the latest MIAA rankings as of this morning, as Aiden Shields is sitting up. Now he is getting up, and now he is up. So congratulations to Franklin. 3 teams in the top 6, and 1 at 19 and 1 at 27. Tremendous fall sports season underway here, and the regular season is winding down. Just a few more games. And then comes tournament time. So Shields goes out, and play will be back in, but you can't say enough about that last save by Jorgen Esteban. So glad you're with us, fans, here on Franklin TV, and we're streaming on YouTube. Pete Royce with you on the call, and Chris Leverone showing you the beautiful pictures of this senior night. 15 seniors. Last year, Franklin had about as many. But thing about this seniors is they didn't play all that much last year because there was 15 or so talented seniors last year. This year, there's about 8 juniors, so we'll see what happens next year. And here we go. It's going to be a corner for Franklin. Their second one from the left corner this time. Teed up by Honekamp. He's delivered some nice balls in the game. Here's his shot. It's going to be long. It's going to go through, and it's going to go out of bounds. Yes, all the way out. Tremendous shot there by Honekamp. Strong delivery, but couldn't find a player. If it did, it went off a Franklin player and kept rolling out of bounds from sideline to sideline, some 53 yards across the field. 19:50 to go. Clock moving in the first half. We are tied at 1. Franklin drives it through. A long blast. That's too high. Too high there by Franklin. And it goes over everything. I believe that was Wyatt Herndon who took that shot from the left side, from the right side rather. That was Wyatt. Of Wyatt Herndon, coach said he's a very dangerous scorer. And once he started scoring, the team started winning. And he's in the top 5 in scoring in the Hockomock League. Here's a long advance by Attleboro. And now it's kicked out of bounds. Back to the Panthers, and here we go. Franklin has controlled the territory here in the last 5 minutes or so after Attleboro had the field advantage in the first 10. Back to the back line. for Aiden Klein. Franklin chips it forward by Misagia. Franklin trying to keep it in. They do. Danny Reese with the good play there. Now it's back to Attleboro, and they control it, and they're going to boom one forward. Right in front of the Attleboro bench. Franklin controls at midfield. Heavy contact, and player goes down for Franklin. Oh, he met a brick wall at that midfield stripe, and he is in pain. That's Matthew Honekamp. The referee, Rick Scafati, comes out and stops play. Honekamp took a big hit. I think it might have been Thomas. If so, he is huge. Corvin Jimmy Thomas. Honekamp gets up. He looks to be okay. He looks to be okay. Matthew Honekamp stretching it out. Wow, did he take a hit at midfield? Franklin will have the free kick. It'll be Honekamp. Gets up from being injured and gets it going. Gets a nice move, a beautiful move by a defender. Over to Georges. Georges, nice turnaround move there. Franklin with some position, and the shot is blocked. It was a good look by Scagliarini. He's so talented. Out deep it comes, and I believe that was Scagliarini. Here comes Attleboro with some open space for Mariko. On the right side, it's blocked by Franklin, and they take it back. Franklin, Scagliarini upfield. Back to Garrett on the left side. He's going to boot it strong, but he's got a player trying to catch up to it. Will he get to it? No, but he forces the ball out of bounds, and that gives Franklin the ball. Great hustle by Josh Rappa. Forced Attleboro to kick it out of bounds. Smart play by Rappa. Throw in coming for the Panthers. Here we go. Right in front. Thomas blocks it for Attleboro. Kept in by Franklin. Nice move there by Honekamp. In the corner it goes. Back to Masagia. He centers one up. Header there. Still loose. And Attleboro can't clear it. Good hustle by Franklin. That was Garrett Scagliarini. Now Attleboro with some control on it. They'll send it back to their defensive line. And they'll start their offense from deep in their own zone. We're tied at 1. All the action on Franklin TV. Attleboro can't clear it. Wyatt Herndon gets to it. Masagia, he unloads, but too high. Masagia, too high over everything. I think it went through the football goalposts. A goal kick coming for Attleboro with under 16 minutes left in the first half. It's been evenly played here, not only by the score, as you can see, tied, but by the play on the field. Both teams with some opportunities, both teams with speed, both teams with good defense and occasional offense. Good goalkeeping, too. Here is Gray's kick. He's going to keep it in bounds. Now it goes out, but it's off of Franklin. So it will be put in play by Akpor Anor, who's got the lone goal for Big Blue. Throw-in coming just at midfield for Attleboro. Akpor Anor jumps but couldn't reach it. Now he does get to it. And Franklin will take it back. Honekamp, he'll go all the way back to his goalkeeper, who kicks one through. Headed there by Attleboro. Attleboro holds it, loses it. Scagliarini falls down, but he gets a pass away. It's complete. Here's Rappa. Josh Rappa sends a player away on the right side. It's Herndon with that great speed. Wyatt closing. The shot is blocked in front. Herndon again gets it back. Here's the shot by Rappa, in the goal by Rappa. Josh Rappa from Wyatt Herndon gives the Panthers their first lead of the game. Josh Rappa with a beautiful goal, but how about Wyatt Herndon digging so hard, so fast? That's what he's famous for, his speed and he creates opportunities, and Franklin leads it for the first time today. They have it 2-1 with 14:43 to go in the first half. Josh Rappa, a junior. He'll be a key player next year, I'm sure. Scagliarini, we mentioned him, going to Endicott College. Wyatt Herndon, great player. Another senior, Alex Solaris, great teammate. He embodies teamwork, according to his coach, Nick Goldman. Richie Popovic, a hard worker. He knows what his role is, and he's been positive around it. Good player to have on the team. Richie Popovic, another senior, one of 15. Franklin controlling it. This is Gabe Terry. Coach said he's the most important center back he has on the team. Gabe Terry, very solid in the coach's eyes. Franklin on the left side. They send a player in. Coming through, the boot there, the block. Attleboro has had, this is going to be a corner kick. Attleboro's had great help in front of their goalkeeper. That was a real wicked shot, and it'll be the third corner for Franklin. Attleboro is yet to win a corner. Franklin with the lead, 2-1 at 13:29 now. Clock moving in the first half. There was one total goal the first time these two teams met. We're in the first half. We've had 3 total goals. Here's the corner insert in front, and the goal again on the header. Proanka on the corner, right in. 3-1. Jason Proanka on the corner kick, heads it in. Score comes at 13:16, a minute and 27 seconds after the last goal. Franklin is on the board again, and from trailing 1-0, they lead it 3-1. A beautiful goal, a magnificent goal, a header by Jason Proanka. Proanka, a junior, and a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Peter Pereira of Attleboro. He needs that timeout. Franklin just scoring big. 2 beautiful goals here in the last minute and 27 seconds. One by Rappa, and now Jason Proanka on the corner kick. And Franklin leads it 3-1. Franklin, with their record of 10-3-1, they started with a loss, but then they won 3 in a row. Then they lost one non-conference game at St. John's Prep in Danvers. 1-0 was that score. Then a win over Attleboro, the team they're playing tonight. A tie at Stoughton, 1-1. And then 3 shutouts in a row. Over Milford, that's a good team. Over Canton, a good team as well. Over Sharon, the scores were 2-0, 5-0, 4-0. Then a win against Mansfield, 2-1. Another shutout at Foxborough, 6-0. Another shutout at KP, 3-0. Another shutout home at Taunton, 6-0. 3 straight shutouts. 4 out of their last 5. 6 out of their last 7 wins were shutouts for Franklin. 7 in total. They had, they have 8 shutouts, I believe, right now. 8 shutouts. And they're on a roll. But as is Attleboro, with only 1 loss in their last 5 games. Timeout is nearly up. Franklin with lightning striking here on this beautiful night in Franklin. 68 degrees at kickoff here in Franklin. Virtually no wind. So we'll have the kick at midfield following the goal. And taking it will be Emusiri Akpor Honor, and he'll drop it back. 3-1. It's now down to 64 delightful degrees here in Franklin. This is Esteban for Akpor Honor. Drops it back for Esteban. Franklin steals it, almost a breakaway. It's saved by Jonas Marks, and he'll start out with Attleboro to midfield and beyond. Great speed and great size does Attleboro have, but it's blocked by Franklin on a good play there by Danny Reese. Reese did an excellent job stopping that advance. Ball is going to be not passed back, but kept in. Franklin takes a push. Scagliarini will chase it back down. Such a talented player. Now he goes back to Francisco, who booms one, his best kick of the night, almost beyond the defense. Franklin comes back. Rappa goes down. That's a foul. That's a foul on Jonas Marks. Rappa wins the ball. Free kick coming. And this is the exact spot where Honekamp sent one in. Looks like Gabe Terry will have the honors now. Terry from inside midfield. Here he goes. He's going to send it in all the way through. On the right side, the header, and right into the arms of Keegan Gray. Another good shot chance for Franklin. I believe that header was put through by Scagliarini, but Gray was right on it. The kick to midfield by Attleboro. Franklin playing with a lot of momentum right now. They have it back. Scagliarini takes it through, tries to pass, cannot complete the pass. It's kicked back out. Franklin right on it. A long blast there. The one hopper, the save by Keegan Gray, the junior. And we still stay at 3-1. Franklin with coming up on 11 minutes to go in the first half. Long kick to midfield. The high bounce there. Attleboro misses on the header. Franklin blocks it. Here's Scagliarini for Misagia. Back to Misagia for Honekamp. Matthew off the left leg for Scagliarini. He goes down. And that's going to be a foul and a free kick for Franklin. Attleboro very physical. Very physical. And Matthew Honekamp will have it in good position, right in the center, well, a little bit off the center, towards the inside the left hash mark. And Honekamp will have it teed up. Matthew, the captain, arms up. Here he goes. He's going to deliver it low. It gets through for a moment. Kept in by Franklin. The little boot there on the left wing. It's too far. That's going to be a goal kick coming the other way for Attleboro. That pass was intended for Proenka. He couldn't get to it, and the ball is out of bounds, and Attleboro will have the goal kick with under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. 3-1 Franklin. The other thing about Attleboro is they will not qualify for the playoffs, and they have a chance, but they have to win out. So this game is like a playoff game for Attleboro. Franklin with a much better record. Not exactly a shoo-in, but they're looking real good for playoff competition. Not so Attleboro. They need this win. They need a win tonight. And so far, Franklin leads it. Attleboro did lead it 3-1 at 1-0 at one point, but now they trail it 3-1. Free kick coming from inside midfield for Attleboro. This is Jonas Marks. He's a junior. He's going to blast one all the way through. It's blocked. Wyatt Herndon gets to it. He's going to kick it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming. Way upfield for Attleboro. Under 9 to go in the first half. Franklin with 3 teams in the top 7 positions in MIAA rankings. 4 field hockey, 6 football, and 5 volleyball. 3 teams in the top 6 positions. Throw-in coming for Attleboro. Long throw-in all the way through in front. Heavy traffic. Franklin's going to take it. Left-footed boot, but not far out. Now they get some space to Rappa. Josh Rappa. He's got a goal here tonight. Rappa controlling it. Gets it over to Garrett Scagliarini. Scagliarini behind him. Now the ball is cleared out to midfield for Thomas. Thomas on the left wing. Advancing further. Here comes Akbar Honar. Cleared out for Honekamp. Honekamp with 8 minutes left. Matthew holding. He fakes, goes short. Franklin stays on side. Spinning through, gets the pass through. Franklin still driving it forward, and now it's cleared out of bounds, so Franklin will have it upfield. 7:43 to go here in the first half. Franklin trailed it 1-0. Now they lead it 3-1. Franklin red hot, 6 wins in a row. Coming in. I think I said earlier Franklin defeated Milford. They actually lost to Milford 2-0. Milford, an outstanding team in the Hawk. Here's the throw-in in front in the save by Gray. Gray was alert on it. He caught it with 2 hands up against his body, and he'll punt it away. High, booming punt. That was a tremendous high kick. But it's going to go out off of Franklin, and it'll be a throw-in coming for Attleboro. Under 7 to go here in the first half. Senior night so far looking good for the Panthers. They started 10 seniors. They have 15 on the team. Some seniors who normally start couldn't start. Throw in for Attleboro. Franklin tries to save it. They do. Herndon for Matthew Honekamp on the fly. Matthew dribbling it up into the offensive zone. He stops with it and drops it back for Lorenzo. Lorenzo, coach called him resilient. Here is Thomas, the big player, booms one all the way through, but Francisco lets it get by, and it's going to roll in. Francisco let it get by, and it just kept rolling. A relatively easy save. He lost control of it, and Thomas makes it 3-2. Corvin Jimmy Thomas makes it 3-2. A bit of a fluke goal, but it counts nonetheless at 6:03. 3-2 Franklin. Francisco just didn't know what happened there. The ball was rolling in slowly. He lost it as it kept rolling. He couldn't get back to it in time. And now some of the Franklin momentum has been halted on the long goal by Thomas. 3-2. Franklin would dearly like another goal to get that 2-goal lead back. This is Lorenzo on the left side. Honekamp, heavy traffic. Scagliarini can't get to it, and Attleboro has it. They start out. This is Christian Tikas, boomed back by Franklin to midfield. Attleboro controls on the right side. It comes to Kevin Christie. Christie spinning through. He's locked up with Alex Connell. Now it comes to Esteban. Give and go, kicked out of bounds. Franklin will have it with 5:10 to go in the first half. At the 2-minute mark, the clock will stop on the Piscini Stadium scoreboard, and the final 2 minutes will be controlled on the field by the officials, Scafati and Gomes. Throw in for Scagliarini off of Attleboro. Franklin will have it 30 yards upfield. Lorenzo with the throw in. Onto the corner it goes. Scagliarini gets to it. He gets behind. He puts a centering ball there. It's over in the right side. What a diving save on the blast by Franklin. The blast there was taken by Jackson Labella, and Gray's been outstanding. Made a beautiful save on the blast by Labella. And Labella kicks it out of bounds. 4:17 to go in the first half. Throw in coming for Attleboro. Jackson Labella steals it. Kept in on that far side. Coming around is Thomas. He's got that size, protects the ball. Still holding it. Still holding it. He gets a short pass out to Marks. Now it's cleared by the Panthers. You saw Thomas's size in action there. Rappa with the battle. And a whistle and a foul called against Rappa. Free kick coming with 3:33 to go in the half for Yorian Esteban. No, he's going to leave it. For a different teammate, it's Aiden Shields, who was injured. No, I'm sorry. This is Mason Prive. Up on the right side for Esteban. His centering ball blocked by Franklin from in front. Headed by the Panthers to Rappa. Nice header on the pass by Rappa. A beauty. Here comes Connell. Connell, he's warded off on the play by big Christian Tikas. Now Franklin takes it back again. This is a physical game. Look at the size of Attleboro. 3 minutes to go in the half. The right side is Kevin Christie. Nowhere to go with it. He drops it back for Esteban to midfield. Franklin does a nice job. Honekamp, he takes a hit by Konjin Jimmy Thomas again. A huge collision. And let's see, the official has a card out. Is he going to award a card? It is. It's a card against Thomas. A yellow card for Thomas. Corvin Jimmy Thomas gets a yellow card and he'll walk off. He seems to be okay, going off slowly. Wow, he's a huge man. Honekamp got locked up with him. And Thomas is out with a yellow card. 2:36 to go. Can Franklin use this opportunity to put another one on the board before halftime? Honekamp just inside midfield. We'll start it off. Here we go. Matthew drives one deep on the left side. It clears everybody and goes all the way to the end line and beyond. That was a kick of about 55 yards by Honekamp. Goal kick coming. We're at 2:19 to go. Clock moving in the first half. Gray with the goal kick. Short but headed out. Lorenzo punches it forward to Connell. Back to Honekamp. 2:05 to go. Now 2 minutes. The clock is controlled by the officials on the field. Honekamp drives one to Lorenzo and he kicks it out of bounds. So he kicks it out. 3-2 is your score in the final 2 minutes of the first half. Throw in coming for Big Blue. Lorenzo steals it for Connell. Back over to Franklin, and that's sent down by Aiden Klein for Lorenzo. On the left wing, nice pass there. Back to Lorenzo from Connell. All the way back it comes. Terry booms one right through, but the final line of defense kicks it out of bounds. Franklin will have it. About 40 seconds gone in the final 2 minutes. Throw in coming. Can Franklin get to it? Yes, they can. Scagliarini controlling it. Deep in the corner. Great move by Skaggs. He sends one up and it's saved by Keegan Gray. We've played a minute of the final two in the first half. 3-2, Franklin holding on against a powerful, strong team from Attleboro. Akbar Honor can't control it. Franklin starts out. They get one to Wyatt Herndon. His ball is blocked. It's kept in, but now out of bounds. And we have about 30 seconds. No, that should do it. The first half is over. The first half is over. Franklin has held on barely. 3-2. The goal scorers in the first half. It was Akpor Honor for Attleboro. Made it 1-0 at 34:30. Garrett Scagliarini tied it at 24:46. Josh Rappa gave Franklin a lead at 2-1 at 14:43. Jason Prowenka upped the lead to 3-1 at 13:16. And Corvin Jimmy Thomas scored another goal for Attleboro. His first of the game, made it 3-2 at 6:03 left in the first half. And that's where we stand right now at halftime. 3-2 Franklin on senior night as Franklin tries to go for its 7th win of the season. We're going to take a break here from Piscini Stadium and be back in about 9 minutes for the start of the second half. We're at halftime here in Franklin. The score, Franklin 3 and Attleboro 2. We'll be back in about 9 minutes. Welcome back to Piscini Stadium. Our halftime is just about complete on senior night. Franklin leads it over Attleboro in boys soccer 3-2. Pete Royce with you on the call. Chris Leverone producing the game. And we mentioned 15 seniors. We gave you a little comment from about a few of them from the coach, and let's talk about a few more. Jake Lorenzo, coach calls him resilient. He said he battles you on the field, and he consistently slows down the opponent. Great job for Jake Lorenzo, one of those 15 seniors. Alex Connell, of him, coach said he has grown in his confidence, and he also scored some goals, and he has been really a good team player as well. He's had some good goals for Alex Connell, another senior. Another senior on the team is Connor Mason. Coach said he's been surprising. He's found himself on the field, and he's done a good job. And also Luke Georges, coach called him tough, a strong defender. He'll also battle you. And finally, Jabril Brahimi said he's sneaky, he's quiet, but he's had a big impact on the game. Jabril Brahimi. And those are your seniors who play underway here in the second half. Franklin now defending the goal to the left, and Attleboro will defend the goal to the right. They're down 3-2 as we start the second half. Franklin tries to keep it in. They have a player in front, and he's offside is Wyatt Herndon. Good look, but he was offside. Franklin has won its last 6 games en route to a record of 10-3-1 overall, 10-2-1 in the Hawk. To midfield, taken by Jonas Marks. And Attleboro sends it forward, blocked by Franklin. Comes to the back line. Rappa for Wyatt Herndon. He gets the pass over. Franklin tries to send away. Luke Georges out of bounds. Franklin with the throw-in. Quick throw-in by Danny Reese. Gets it upfield nicely. Now it's kicked out and onto the track by Attleboro. Quick throw-in for the Panthers. This is Scagliarini. Tries to get by one. It's going to be, I think, off of Skaggs. They're going to say a goal kick. I thought that might have gone off a Attleboro player, but the officials say no. Referees today, Rick Scafati and Eric Gomes. Goal kick coming for Keegan Gray. It's short. Wyatt Herndon intercepts it. And now it's Honekamp again battling Conjavimi Thomas. A whistle stops play. See what we got here. Scafati is, I believe, calling a foul against Attleboro. Now he's talking to James. James already has had a yellow card. Rick Scafati, the official, he's going to get to the ball. Going to adjust the shoelace first. He's going to back the ball up a little bit. And the Panthers have it. It's blocked by Thomas, and he comes through. Thomas, he barrels over a player, and that's a foul. And he is, let's see what he called here. Thomas knocked over a player. Attleboro chirping with the officials. Play on. That would have been a one-on-one. Franklin got back and stopped Thomas beautifully, a powerfully built player. This rolls in on Gray. Player coming down, but Gray gets it away on the right side. I tell you, Thomas is a heavyweight out there. Corvin Jimmy Thomas, only a junior. Franklin will go on defense here. Almost 3 minutes into the second half. Franklin had a 3-1 lead. Now it's 3-2. Goal coming in the last 6 minutes of the 6:03 actually in the first half. Here's Thomas. Has it teed up on the right side. Keegan boots one high down the middle. It gets through, And Thomas was almost in alone. Here's Abgahornor. He's going to pass it through. Still holding, rather. Now it's stolen by Franklin. They can't clear it out. Kept in by Attleboro. They send one in. Thomas is there, but it's blocked by a defender. Little backward tap for Honekamp. Matthew controls it beautifully on the left side. And again, a nice fake move by Honekamp. Over to Danny Reese on the right wing. Danny makes a nice move. Danny takes it up for Scagliarini. Garrett. It's turned back by Attleboro, and they try to clear it towards midfield. Kept in by Franklin. Here's the Panthers rushing up on the left wing. Burst of speed there by Scagliarini. His centering ball is there. A left-footed boot by Herndon. Can't get anything back to Herndon. Wyatt, he shoots a save again by a defender. A sprawling save. Tremendous save by Lucas Pereira. On the blast by Herndon, Pereira dived for the ball and saved it. And it's going to be a corner. All the corners have belonged to Franklin. This is their fourth corner, first of this half. 3 in the first half, and 1 resulted in a goal. A beautiful goal by Proenka. Matthew Honekamp will insert it. Here he comes. Drives it out front. The header there and the goal again. The second time. It's Garrett Scagliarini. Franklin has scored twice. 2 consecutive corners have resulted in goals. And the greeting for Honekamp, and Scagliarini boots it through. It's 4-2 Franklin. 2 consecutive corners have resulted in goals. Garrett Scagliarini at 35-27. Franklin 4, Attleboro 2. We mentioned that 2-goal lead. It's back again. It was a fluke goal that made it 3-2. This was a solid goal for the Panthers. Makes it 4-2. Attleboro back. Herndon steals it. For Scagliarini, give and go. Back to Garrett. Franklin with so much talent on the field. Garrett with some space for Herndon. Wyatt, he's bumped off on the play. Still tries to get to it. Cannot. And is cleared out to midfield by the Big Blue for Thomas. Nice dribbling by Thomas for a big man. Some talent there on the right wing. Charging player, but Franklin is back for it. The rush is on, and the steal out of the goal comes the Panthers to stop it. I believe it's Casey Flynn in net now for Franklin. I want to double check on that, but I believe it's Flynn replacing Francisco. Here's Danny Reese. Player the coach said has grown the most on the team from a number 5 position to number 1 in his position. The ball is rolled in on the left-footed boot there. Not a lot on it by Connor Mason, and he's limping a little bit. High, booming kick above the light standards of practically by Gray. Out to midfield. 4-2 Franklin. 34:04 left in the game. This is Esteban. He sends one forward. Franklin chases it to the back line. And I'm pretty sure it's Casey Flynn in there now for Franklin. Flynn will boot it. Strong kick. Franklin sends one high. Settled down beautifully by Wyatt Herndon to Danny Reese. Danny calmly in the middle. Driven up by Honekamp for Herndon. Can he get to it? Wyatt Herndon charges it. Herndon, he settles it down. Waits for the block there. Back to Herndon. He's going to control it. Blocked again and out of bounds. Franklin will have the throw in. Good move by Herndon. He's got that blazing speed. Wyatt Herndon. As coach said, when he started to score, the Panthers started to win. 33 minutes left in the game. Franklin 4, Attleboro 2. Throw in coming. Near the corner for Franklin. They take a one-hopper. Backward kick, a beauty. But the whistle stopped play. Whistle stopped play. It went in the goal, but it won't count. The whistle stopped play. Offside, I believe, by Franklin, or an illegal hit. Here's Gray. Keegan Gray with a teed up ball. Drives it short this time. Franklin takes it right back for Wyatt Herndon again. Wyatt feeds on the right wing. Coming through the blast there. It hits the crossbar. Oh, no, I think it hit the football goalpost. Hit the football goalpost on a blast by Connor Mason. Wow, what a wicked shot. Just a little bit too high. If it was a little shorter, I think Gray reaches it, but it went above the crossbar of the soccer stanchion to, I believe, the football crossbar. Not sure of that, but that's how it looked from here. Here's Gray's goal kick. Franklin sends it back deep. A lot of spin on the ball, but Attleboro controls. Under 32 left in the game. Here's Marks. He's going to drive one on the left side for Tikas. Christian gets to it. Another big player. It's out of bounds. It'll be throw-in coming for Attleboro. One of many big players for Attleboro is Christian Tikas. Akporhoner is big, and huge is Corvin Ginny Thomas. Throw-in coming on the near sideline for Big Blue. With it is Mason Prive. Prive runs up. He's going to launch right towards the goal on the fly. The header there in the goal. The goal on the throw-in. It's 4-3. We've had some unusual goals tonight, and that was hit in by Drew Ribeiro. Drew Ribeiro of Attleboro makes it 4-3. The goal comes at 31-14. 4-3. Franklin, again, back by one. They've had two-goal leads reduced to one. Center kick coming for the Panthers. Now up 4-3. Scagliarini will drop it back to Honekamp. He'll unload. All the way back there. It goes all the way to the goalkeeper. That's a shot on goal. And the save by Gray. And he'll punt it. He kicks it straight up in the air, up maybe up 10 yards or 20. High bounce. Huge second bounce. And here a violation, a push-off on the recent goal scorer, Ribera. Franklin will have the free kick. Honekamp wants to deliver it, but the officials wait. They'll line people up. And Matthew Honekamp, a free kick from about the 40. Here he comes. He's just going to deliver it right towards the goal. The header there, it's blocked. And now the rebound is blocked. A nice rebound ball. And trying to blast it through was Rappa, but he was blocked. The ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what they're going to say. Is it a corner? It's a corner for Franklin. Their fifth corner. Remember, they've scored on their last two. Honekamp will have the honors again. He's been awesome in inserting the ball. Matthew, the captain, hands up. Here he goes. He curls it in right in front. It's headed by Attleboro, and they block that corner kick. Franklin will guard the ball. A nice guard there by the Panthers. That was done beautifully by Franklin's Aiden Klein. And the throw in the save by Gray. Gray wants to punt it. Now he does. Gets some distance on this one. Big bounce beyond midfield. Tikas for Conjun Jimmy. Thomas. He's triple teamed. Now he gets it through. He's a talented player, not just a big player. He is that, but he's also talented. Good skills in dribbling. And Casey Flynn in goal now in the second half. He booms one. Blocked over to Thomas. Thomas takes a bump, hardly moves. Hardly moved on that bump. You can see just how effective he is with his size. It's dropped back to Jaden Beeland. Back forward. Honekamp heads it. Rolls up off a back. Player goes down. Scagliarini wins it over on the left wing. He got it to Rappa. It's now to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming for Attleboro. We're under 28-30 in this game. 4-3. Franklin on top. Marks drops it back. Now a long kick for Thomas, but he can't get to it. It's kicked out of bounds by Terry off of his head. Attleboro will have it upfield now. Pretty even game, although it's 4-3 in favor of the Panthers at the moment. You can see the talent. In fact, Coach Goldman told me before the game that Attleboro is much more skilled than their record indicates. They've had a tough season, the record not being a winning record, but they've won of late. They're 4-7-3 overall. But he said they have talent. They're dangerous with good players. Ball is a throw-in on the offensive end for Attleboro. They'll have a chance here. They set it up. Heavy traffic in front on the throw-in. With it is going to be Mason Privé. He's going to run up. He lets it go right in front. Franklin heads it out. Back to Privé. He can't shoot. It's locked up there. The ball out of bounds, and it'll be Attleboro with the throw-in again from the same spot. Privé again. He's going to take it. 27 minutes to go in the game. Franklin 4, Attleboro 3. Your score at halftime was 3-2. 1 goal apiece here in the second half. It's been that even of a game. Privé, he's going to kick it right in front. The header there is blocked. Franklin gets some space, and they kick it out beyond the 40 to about the 42. On the left side, it comes to Beeland. He loses it. Franklin sends it deep. Attleboro chases it back, though, back to Gray. He's got to kick it. He holds, waits for traffic, and now he clears one out towards midfield. Franklin heads it in. Big Blue in the visiting white today. Nice wraparound shot there. Franklin tries to keep it in. It's out of bounds. Franklin will have it. Nice play by Andre Misagia. Whistle stops play. A bunch of subs coming in for Franklin. Alex Connell will come in for Coach Nick Goldman. And also coming in for Coach Goldman is going to be Jabril Brahimi. Brahimi, the senior. Coach calls him sneaky quiet. He's had a big impact on games, according to Coach Nick Goldman. 25:33 left. Franklin 4, Attleboro 3. The throw-in for Franklin. All the way through. It's going to be a goal kick coming for Attleboro. Ball was wide. No, they're going to say a corner kick. They say that was off of Attleboro, off their own back line. The 6th corner of the game. Franklin has scored on 2 of them. Honekamp, can he do it again? You got Terry up front. Brahimi there. Here's Honekamp's delivery. It's blocked by Thomas. Back to Brahimi. There's the long kick. It rolls in and is saved by Keegan Gray on the Honekamp shot. Gray with a sky-high punt. Franklin controls. Brahimi tries to send Connell away. Can he get to it? Alex Connell, the goalkeeper, is out, and the goalkeeper comes down and makes the save. Oh, it was do or die there for Keegan Gray, and he made the play. And Gray with that big, long punt, high punt. Franklin heads it towards midfield. Back to Matthew Honekamp for Franklin. Pressure on. Franklin tries to steal it. Attleboro does steal it here. And they'll have the throw-in in front of the Franklin bench. And with it will be Yorian Esteban. Now he's going to leave it for Privé. Privé has it teed up. We'll see if he goes for the front. 23:46 to go in the game. Here's Privé. He's going to deliver it all the way in, way out there on the fly. It's caught by Casey Flynn. A long shot by Privé, and a goal kick coming for Flynn. He's going to roll it up on the left wing. Franklin starts out. They get it quickly beyond midfield. This is Brahimi, takes a bump, continues on. Brahimi still charging, good control by Brahimi, and now it's blocked and taken back, but Franklin right on it. The steal by Honekamp. Such a skilled player. He goes down. He is tackled, and there'll be a free kick coming for Franklin for Matthew Honekamp. Under 23 minutes to go. Honekamp has been such a factor with his insertions on the corners. Franklin's had 6 of them. Attleboro yet to have a corner. Here's Honekamp. He comes through. He's going to send a little bending ball. It's blocked and kicked way back to Honekamp and out of bounds. We'll do it again. This time it should be a throw-in for Franklin. And with it is Danny Reese. He'll throw it in. And he does. Gets it in the corner. Attleboro steals it, and they center it out towards midfield. That's out of bounds, and Franklin will have another throw-in. Coming up on 22 minutes left in the game. Right now, we are at 22. Reese back to that corner again for Scagliarini. He goes by a player. He kicks it forward in front. Franklin can't get to it and is boomed high. Connell tries to get it for Brahimi. Brahimi charges through, loses the ball. Now back out to Franklin. They send one in again. Little lead pass in front, and it's saved by Gray with the charging player there in on him. But Gray made the save, and he blasts one out to midfield. Franklin with the header all the way back. Covered here by Esteban for Attleboro. And Franklin wins the ball back. Quick throw in. Try to send a player away. It's Scagliarini. Now it's cleared out for Thomas. The big man kicked forward. Franklin with 2 defenders back there. A little side kick. It comes out. It'll be a throw-in coming, but that stopped a possible breakaway for Attleboro. Under 21 minutes to go in the game. The player momentarily looked like he was shaken up, but he's okay. Tikas. Throw-in coming for Privé. He drops it. Gets it over, drops it for Beland. Franklin steals it. Franklin on the breakaway here is Alex Connell. Alex driving it upfield. He gets a push, continues on. Connell, he centers one up. It's blocked by Privé. And it's going to be in the corner. Franklin keeps it in. Connell chips it out. And it's not going to be to a teammate, but it's blocked. But Reese made a nice play to force that. Here's a shot. It's wide on the blast there by Franklin. As it was Scagliarini taking the blast. Misfiring. Be a goal kick coming for Attleboro with under 20 minutes to go here in the second half. Gray. He's had some long kicks from his goal like this one. Franklin tries to get it going, and they keep it. Honekamp, he loses it, turns it over. Now it comes to Marks, Jonas Marks. He'll drop it to his back line for Beland. He kicks it forward, Franklin right on it, but it's turned back to Attleboro. With it is Isa Mariko. Out of bounds in the throw-in coming for Franklin. Each possession will be more and more important as the second half of the second half ensues here. We're more than 20 minutes in. Throw-in coming. Whistle stops play. Franklin will have another throw-in upfield. And Honekamp is there. And here he takes it. It's not a throw-in, it's an on-field kick. Matthew in front for Rapa. His header is high and is picked out of the air by Keegan Gray. And Gray quickly punts it high up. Reese gets by him a little bit, but then he goes back to save it and kicks it up. Franklin tries to cover it. They have it now. It's Brahimi. He drops it back. Back for Connell. Alex. He takes a big hit. A big hit. He'll have a free kick. He was blasted by Jaden Beland. Free kick coming for the Panthers. 18:21 to go. Timeout is called on the field. Timeout. Referee Scafati making some notes. I don't think he issued a card, but he did make some notes. Here we go with the free kick for Matthew Honekamp. Matthew looks downfield. Directs traffic. A lot of players in front in the box. Here's Matthew Honekamp, drives one deep all the way through. It's off the goalkeeper, the rebound, and they're going to say a corner. What happened was the goalkeeper kicked it off the post. This is going to be a corner. Number 7 for Franklin. 7 corners in the game. They've scored on 2 of them. They've given up no corners. 4th of the half, 3 in the first half. Here's Matthew Honekamp again. In front, we see Jake Lorenzo. Wyatt Herndon. In front, it's blocked by Attleboro. Danny Reese is going to cover it for Franklin. He's going to shoot, and his shot is wide. Wide off to the side of the goal. Goal kick coming the other way with 17 and a half minutes to go in the game. Franklin holding on, 4-3. Attleboro needs the win to stay in contention for a postseason berth. That's the only way they can get one is, I believe, by winning out, according to Coach Nick Goldman. So it's a playoff type of game for Attleboro. Franklin in much better shape playoff-wise. Ball comes back and is blasted forward by Scagliarini all the way to the goalkeeper. Well, let's check that. That was not Scagliarini. That was Danny Reese. A high kick by Gray. The bounce goes up 20 feet. Thomas controlling it. Attleboro with the opportunity here. Coming through is Tikas. Tikas holding in the corner. He goes down. He just slipped. He looked for a call. Again, he's jarring with the officials, complaining to the officials, but the ball is advanced by Franklin, and Honekamp takes a hit. And no call on that, and Matthew is down. Honekamp is down on the field. Now the official stops play. Matthew Honekamp, he's been hit several times tonight by this big Attleboro team. Attleboro desperate for a win. They've been physical. A little gesture of sportsmanship. A player comes over from Attleboro, offers a hand for is Jonas Marks, but Honekamp couldn't take it because he's not ready to stand up. Still can't stand up. And here comes trainer Jen Edmonds out to attend to Matthew Honekamp, left leg. He's got a cramp. He has played hard. He's taken some big hits. The players on both teams will know they've been in a physical game here tonight. And Matthew is up. He looks to be okay. Gets a good round of applause from a good crowd on hand here on senior night. A lot of people in the stands. They've been here early, and they've been cheering. Good delegation from Attleboro as well. 16:21 to go here in the game. Franklin 4, Attleboro 3. Franklin trailed it 1-0, then led it 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3. And that's where we stand right now. Pete Royce with you, high above the field here at beautiful Piscini Stadium. Attleboro on defense. Here's Franklin with the ball. Proenka, he drives one forward. Taken by the back line. Franklin steals it. Kept in. Here comes the Panthers again. They get it upfield. Trying to get it to Connell. He's in front. Connell, he shoots and scores! Alex Connell from Rappa. Franklin's got the 2-goal lead again. Connell stayed with it. Alex Connell from Josh Rappa at 16:03. Franklin 5, Attleboro 3. What a beautiful goal. How about Connell finishing on the play? Franklin with that 2-goal lead again for the third time tonight. They lead it by 2. This has been an exciting game. The speed and talent of Franklin, the physicality and talent of Attleboro. Franklin on defense. Big Blue holding the ball at their back line. This is Marks. Jonas Marks chips it forward, but to a Panther. Kept in, and now it's stolen by Attleboro. They go backwards with it. Under 16 to go in the game. Stolen by Franklin. Now taken back by Attleboro towards midfield and beyond. Franklin covering it back. They get to it. Attleboro advances it, and they send it forward. Attleboro with some space, and now is kicked out of bounds to take the pressure off. Franklin does the job there, and Attleboro will have the throw in the offensive zone. It'll be Prive, who's been doing it all night, coming up on 15 minutes to go in the game. Here's Prive. He's going to get a long head start. The run-up and the two-handed throw. Right in on goal is headed out by Franklin. The backward kick there by Brahimi. Forward header, and Connell chases it down. Connell, who just scored, heavily involved in this one. It's kicked over to the side to Sam Smith. His twin brother is on the team, Jack Smith. They are juniors. Back it goes to Kevin Christie. In front, blocked by Lorenzo. Taken back by Franklin. It was Danny Reese who had it over to Connell. Alex on the lead pass for Herndon. Offside called against Franklin. Oh, they had Herndon on the gallop. He can showcase blazing speed, Wyatt Herndon, but he's turned back on the offside. A free kick coming for Attleboro from outside the 30. Here's Gray. He's going to boom one all the way upfield. Blocked there by Franklin. They side kick it, and now it's headed up forward by Attleboro. Attleboro controlling. This is Christie. Rather, let's check it. Yeah, no, it wasn't Christie. It was Christian Tikas. Franklin player goes down. Again, that physicality. Going down on the blast by Ribeiro was, I believe, Scagliarini. He went down hard. Garrett Scagliarini went down. Free kick coming for Casey Flynn. Here's Flynn's blast. Intercepted by Attleboro. Taken back by Franklin. Gabe Terry pops one up. And Terry goes back. He's going to kick it all the way back to Flynn. Flynn has to kick it, and he gets a good one-timer off. Nice kick to Connell. Connell gets it, and he's taken, and he goes out of bounds with it. It'll be a throw-in coming. We're under 13 minutes to go in the game. And Franklin with some subs. Herndon goes out. Coming in is Masagia. And coming in is Luke Georges. 12:39 left. Throw-in coming for Attleboro. They're down 2 goals again. Long throw-in, high one. Reese goes sky high to get the header. Nice play by Danny Reese. Back to Reese. Nice left-footed boot in space for Georges. Georges controls it. Tries to send Connell away. The race for Connell beats the defender, but is kicked out. I believe it's going to be Franklin with the ball in the offensive zone. How about Connell's speed right there? The only thing that Attleboro could do, I believe it was Sam Smith, was kick it out. It'll be a throw-in coming for Franklin. We're under 12 to go. Here's the throw-in. Right in front. Some space there, but it's taken back by Attleboro. Player goes down. It'll be Attleboro with the ball. That throw-in was by Luke Georges. Player is okay for Attleboro. 11.5 minutes to go in the game. Goal kick coming for Gray. Keegan Gray. Short this time. Nice little chip forward. It's going to be out of bounds to the Franklin bench. The Panthers will have it. Franklin in this half has scored 2 goals to 1 for Attleboro, so their 1-goal lead is up to 2. Throw in coming. Panthers trying to cover it. They do. Nice maneuver here by Georges. Georges reverses his field on it, or rather Connor Mason. Now to Misagia on the left wing. Franklin working some good passing. Coming through with it is Proenka. Jason gets it in front. Mason looked like he was held. He gets the ball back over to Connell. Connell tries to good footwork. It's blocked, kept in by Brahimi. Now it's taken out with some space by Attleboro. Headed over to Tikas. Christian Tikas controlling it. And Danny Reese stops the play beautifully. Reese gave up a lot of pounds to Tikas, but it didn't matter. He stuck his nose in and took the ball back. Misagia will try to chase it down. No, it's a different Panther. Brahimi with it above midfield. Georges was also in on the play. Franklin controlling it. At the 10-minute mark left in the game, 3/4 of the second half is gone. Chipped forward by Scagliarini. On the left side, it goes back to Panther. Now it's taken back by Marks. It's intended there for Misagia. Blasted up and kept in by Franklin. Here come the Panthers again. Charging through, driving it through, but it's going to be a violation, a foul called on Attleboro. A free kick coming for Franklin at 9.5 minutes to go in the game. Tremendous hustle shown by the Panthers. Tremendous heart shown by the Panthers against a big physical team. Franklin's given away some size, but not heart in this game. Free kick coming for the Panthers. Garrett Scagliarini, the talented one. Amongst a group of talented players for Franklin. Hands up, here comes Garrett. He's going to send one in high, headed out there by a defender. Now kicked forward by Akpor Honor. Kept in by the Panthers. Knocked out. Franklin will have the throw in. Danny Reese on senior night will have the honor of the throw in. Alex Connell comes out. What a game he's played. And checking back is Wyatt Herndon. Here's Reese waiting for the players to come in from the sub role. And here's Danny on the throw in. 8:25 to go. Reese goes long in the corner. Good box out by Scagliarini. He shoots. It's blocked. Brahimi can't get to it. And Misagia does cover it for Franklin to Scagliarini. And the pass is not to a Panther. Backward kick. And it's offside. No, an injury timeout here. As Reese goes down hard. Danny Reese has had some injuries before. His hamstring has acted up before. And I believe it's the hammy again. So he goes down on the near side. Officials saw it and stopped play. Now Danny is up, limping a little bit, trying to walk it off, holding that right side, that right leg. Wants to continue. We'll see if he stays in the game. Gets a good round of applause, favoring that right leg. Tries to put a little more pressure on, goes into a slow jog, now back to a walk. Couldn't do the jog. I believe he will go out under his own power. Danny Reese. He's had an injury earlier this season, missed some games, gets a tap on the shoulder by referee Eric Gomes, and Danny comes out. 8:06 to go in the game. Franklin with a big huddle, all the arms up. They break the huddle and we're ready to go. Franklin winners of 6 straight. They're the number 27 team in the latest power rankings out earlier today. See who they can give the ball to. It's Franklin. They'll have it. They get it up to Wyatt Herndon. Herndon on the right wing for Misagia. Misagia holding it. Rather Labella, Jackson Labella. Now it comes back to Aiden Klein. He sends one in. Herndon gets a head on it, puts it on goal, but it's a save with 7:47 to go. A long, high kick by Gray. Headed there by Labella. And a foul called. Let's see who they're going to call it on. Christian Tikas. He's had a few words with the officials. Palms up with Tikas. And Scafati is going to go approach to him and talk to him. Tikas still questioning, backing up now. He's okay. Franklin with the free kick. Here we go. Franklin booms one. Way downfield. It's headed there, but it's going to be out of bounds, and Franklin will win a lot of space on that kick. They advance it some 40 yards upfield. 7 minutes to go in the game. Throw in coming for Wyatt Herndon. Wyatt slowly walks it up. And checking out is Misagia for Franklin. I believe Gabe Terry is back in the game for Coach Nick Goldman. Here comes the throw in by Wyatt Herndon. It's blasted out by Attleboro. Brahimi heads it, tries to control it. Akbohanur tries to get to it. Also trying to battle for it is Luke Georges, and Franklin wins the ball back. Centering ball in front, picked off in there by Keegan Gray with 6:16 to go. Franklin up by 2. Gray, this time not a long kick. Wyatt Herndon turns it back. Now to space on the left side. Nice block there by by Jackson Labella. Jackson Labella stopped in advance beautifully, did Labella. A junior, a long kick upfield now. That's out of bounds, and a throw in coming for Attleboro with 5:50 to go in the game. The ball is misfired, and Franklin booms it out to midfield. Attleboro, a little side kick by Scagliarini, a header to Wyatt Herndon for Brahimi. He tries to chase it down. He does. Teammate rather covers it. It's Proenka. He loses it. Physical play. Back to Franklin, though. Again, a hit taken by Franklin. Play on. 5:22 to go. At 5 minutes, we'll stop the clock on the Piscini Stadium scoreboard, and the officials will have the final 5 in their watches. We're at 5:12. A long blast in. Gabe Terry. He'll go back to cover it. He's going to let it go to Flynn. And Flynn eating some time and now picks the ball up. And a goal kick coming for the Panthers with 5 minutes to go in the game. So we'll estimate the final 5 controlled by the officials. Flynn with a nice boot. Brahimi gets to it. Back for Honekamp. Matthew with the right side. He kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming for Attleboro. Down 2 scores. 4:40 to go unofficially here in the game. Prive with the long kick. Jackson Labella, he's been great. Over to Brahimi. Brahimi gets a pass on that far side. Franklin keeps it in. Give and go for Proenka. Now blasted forward. Franklin tries to get back there to cover it. And it's going to be a save by Casey Flynn. Flynn with the ball here. Whistle stops play. And it looks like 3 subs coming in for Franklin. That'll stop the clock. If you're leading, it stops the clock. And coming in is Proenka. Let's see who else is in there. Alex Connell, I believe, is back in the game. And here we go with the play on. Oh, Franklin fans on the shot. Comes back to Attleboro with some space. They're charging through. Good block there by Franklin. A beautiful play by Jackson Labella. He's been outstanding. The blast here, the curling. What a save by Flynn. The rebound is a shot again, and it's wide. Flynn with a beautiful diving save. Attleboro with some tremendous pressure. And now the ball is out of bounds, and Franklin wins the ball. Franklin wins the ball. About 3:30 to go in the game unofficially. Franklin, their goalkeeper Flynn, was just greeted with a high five by Aiden Klein. As well he should. He was outstanding on that save. Franklin subs in another player here. And checking back is Danny Reese. He's good. It's good to see him back. Danny Reese went out injured, but he's back, able to play. He's going to have the throw in. Here's Danny. He's going to go short side. Gets it for Scagliarini. Back to Honekamp, and he blasts one upfield. Unofficially, 2:45 left in the game. Wide open now. It's Franklin on the defensive line. They kick it out. Throw in coming for Attleboro. They're down 2 scores. Their playoff possibilities on the line here tonight. They need a win. Franklin in better shape playoff-wise, but they want a win on senior night. Throw in coming for Attleboro. The long run up. Here we go. Right in front. It's headed by Franklin. Another header by Franklin. Connell. And Franklin tries to protect the ball. They come out with it. Beautiful play there by Franklin's Luke Georges. And Franklin to the right for Rappa. Josh, and he's offside. Offside is the call. Play coming back. About 2 minutes to go unofficially in the game. Quickly, the big Drew Ribeiro sends one through. And it's going to clear everybody. And on the race for it is a big blue player. And he wins the ball to Ab Borhanor. Franklin steals it now, and they come out with some space. Chipped forward nicely. That was a beautiful play. The play was made by Honekamp to a teammate, and he got the ball upfield. Unofficially, 90 seconds to go in the game, and a whistle and a possible injury here. There's a player down in the corner, and the referee finally saw him. It's an Attleboro player down in the corner, and he's in a lot of pain. We've had several players go down. Trainer Jen out to attend. It's an Attleboro player. He's working on his leg. Assistant coach for Attleboro comes out as well. Can't get the number of this player. And now all of a sudden he springs up. Wow, all of a sudden he just sprung up. It's Emusiri Akpor Honor. He's got a goal here tonight. He wants to continue. Can he continue? He won't at the moment. I don't believe. No, he's out of the game at the moment. So that stops play with the injury. Unofficially have 90 seconds to go in the game. Franklin 5, Attleboro 3. What a game this has been on senior night. Hard-earned game. Hard-played game, I should say. Attleboro with the ball, and they throw it away. Unforced error. Franklin will have the throw-in. Alex Connell. Franklin with so many talented players. They're so deep. The run-up by Franklin. The long throw upfield. It's gathered in by Franklin. They're going to charge out with it. Now Attleboro takes it back. It comes out to Isa Mariko. Fatika, it's blocked on a beautiful block by Rappa. No, that was Prowenka with the block. Sent forward. Now it's controlled by Ribeiro, but it looked like Reese was held. And the official, did he see the call? Did he see that play? Danny Reese was held. He did see it. Reese does the job. He comes up limping again. Does Danny Reese. About 1:15 to go unofficially. Free kick for the Panthers. Honekamp with it. Reese favoring that right leg. This has been a physical game. Here comes Honekamp. He drives one on the right side. He gets all the way through to Scagliarini. It doesn't matter. The double whistle, and Franklin wins it 5-3. What a hard-earned victory tonight. They greet Casey Flynn. The first half goalkeeper was Nick Francisco. Franklin wins it 5-3. They've had goals tonight by Garrett Scagliarini, Josh Rappa, Jason Prowenka in the first half. The second half, Scagliarini and Alex Connell for the security blanket, the insurance goal, at 16:03, and Franklin holds on from there, and they go to 11-3-1 overall, 11-2-1 in the Hawk, and this will not hurt their standings in the latest MIAA rankings as of today, number 27. And for the hard luck losers from Attleboro, they drop to 4-8-3 overall, 4-7-3 in the Hockomock League.